The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 27, Mills rolling to his right. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
The Houston Texans were looking to add another playmaker to its receiving group this offseason, and they'll certainly get that from John Mechie from Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards in his final 2 years with the Crimson Tide. Expect to see him involved early and often in every game, and really be a good blocker when they run the ball as well. Here, he catches the football and moves the chains.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Mills now from the 50. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Christian Harris in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Lawrence on third down. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. The Jaguars at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mills to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They go play action. Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. running out of the gun with ETN. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Touchdown! Zay Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st down, Mills. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pierce will try to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it and miss it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. But Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action now. Mills. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. They got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Etienne up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted.
What's wrong with your game, bro?
Offense up a little bit.
What's wrong with this nigga game, man? This nigga game.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Hand off left side, Pierce. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. You know, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Now Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
4 yards remain for second down. Lawrence will throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Lawrence going to throw again. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 7 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Lawrence to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack block.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Mills. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this is called. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake, Mills. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mills on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Right side complete to Mechie. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here we go on 4th down, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence able to find Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So 20 seconds remaining. It'll come down to this. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter.